Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to EPW Dynasty. You know what time it is. It is 6:05 p.m. on a Thursday afternoon, and we are hot off the heels of EPW Nuclear Warfare 2. And speaking of EPW Nuclear Warfare 2, I have by my side a man who was at the focal point of one of the major matches on that card, none other than CM Burnham. Burnham, how are you doing today?
Well, Walker, the events of Saturday night certainly are still in the back of my head, and you know, I came here because I wanted to try and provide some insight into what's going on. I wanted to try to kind of distance myself from the situations there. So I'm just going to be at the ringside here. I want to call some action with you and see the perspective from behind this table.
Well, I'm glad to have you here, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to take you to an exclusive interview that we have right now with none other than Corbin Sage. So let's go to that.
Hello, Empire Pro Wrestling. It is your new and grateful and honored Empire Pro Wrestling champion. It's been 18 long years that I fought, scratched, gave people hope as a shining angel to now what is the Mr. Excitement Corbin Sage. On that note, Father Padge, it was an honor to get that match. That I promise you. And we went through a dark place, held dark waters, and I did it with a crow on my shoulder. And I just wanted to let you know that that was an honor.
Talk about being at the right place at the right time, huh? Hey, champ, congratulations on victory.
Thank you.
Hell of a match. With that being said, I'd like to be the first person to challenge you for it.
I can respect that. I was a young underdog. I can respect that. You got it.
So we say Dynasty?
Dynasty.
Thursday?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Well, Burnham, I don't think I have to explain to you who this man coming down to ringside is right here. None other than MLP, the first ever EPW International Champion, might I say. MLP is here live tonight at EPW Dynasty.
It amazes me, honestly, how many accolades this particular individual has in his, I guess, about a 6-year career. But we'll see if he's able to stand up to the opposition tonight as he takes on, well, someone else I'm a little disappointed in.
We push, stay pull, give and take it in sheet side, try to get just a little bit more. Everybody I know, out working, hustling, struggling, trying to make something from nothing. We push, stay pull, give and take it in sheet side, try to get just a little bit more. Everybody I know, out working, hustling, struggling, trying to make something from nothing. We push.
Well, you know, the past 3 episodes of EPW Dynasty, this man right here has ended up joining me at the broadcast booth at one point or another. None other than the amazing Tyson James. Wow. But Tyson James, instead of joining me at the broadcast booth tonight, is going to be taking on none other than MLP.
Yeah, Tyson's good at making choices, I guess. Because he sure chose to leave me alone in that ring that Saturday night.
Burnham, you wrote the contract. You know how much money they paying me. You know how conflicted I am with this.
Let's just get the bell rung and get this match underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this matchup is underway. Tyson James taking on someone I might say is quite the smaller opponent, MLP, and look at him shucking and jiving his way around the ring.
Well, MLP certainly likes to have a lot of fun, but don't mistake that jovial nature. He is a very highly accomplished individual, singles matches, tag team matches. He's held championships for, like I say, the past 6 years worth of time. But he's in there against a man who is an experienced veteran competitor here.
This is definitely going to be an interesting one.
Tyson biding his time here.
Yeah, Tyson doesn't seem too thrilled with the antics of MLP, but here we go. We have a lockup collar and elbow.
And impressive. I would have not expected that from MLP, but showing off some of that power, I guess, that as he puts Tyson back in the corner. Another collar and elbow tie-up is now Tyson making his way and putting MLP in that same position. Oh,
God, look at how aggressive that strike was from Tyson James. That's not a man that I would want to step toe-to-toe with in the ring.
No, Tyson is a very, very dangerous individual. When focused, there are few that can out-wrestle him, that can outperform him. But the problem often is that Tyson never quite knows what he wants to be. Is he a leader? Is he a follower?
Well, I think one thing he wants to be by the end of this contest is a winner, CM Burnham.
Well, that's always true, but MLP looking to make that not come true. Oh, 3 left hands, and down goes Tyson. And Tyson to the outside to collect his thoughts. Maybe replan some strategy.
Try to do this without it.
It's kind of a shame he doesn't have somebody there to help guide him. Oh, in from behind.
Right to the back of the knee. That is going to be detrimental to this matchup if MLP cannot come on the offensive soon.
Tyson now dropping the full weight across that lateral ligament there. I'm going to drag that foot over. I think he's going to pull the full weight down here as well and stepped upon the ankle.
I mean, that's a large man, Burnham. That is definitely effective, what we're seeing in the ring right now.
And like I said, when Tyson's focused, which he is right now, Tyson is an extremely dangerous individual, as he has certainly caused some serious damage to the knee and leg of MLP. And MLP is really going to have to get some distance. He's got to get out of the ring, to be honest with you. He's got to create that space. He's got to find some way to be able to fight through that pain. But I'm not certain he's going to be able to stand on that leg too much longer, as it looks like Tyson may be hooking up for almost like a trailer hitch here. Too close to the ropes, though.
I mean, if there's one word that does come to mind when you talk about Tyson James, of course, amazing is one of them, but another is damage, destruction. I mean, that is what this man is known for. He is such a capable athlete in this ring, and he's putting that on display right now against MLP.
And notice that Tyson, very, very deliberate about the pace, as MLP now trying to take over here. Going to go for a snap mare as he pulls Tyson over. That's an impressive feat right there. And out of the corner with a shotgun drop kick. But again, that knee obviously still causing him some pain, and that momentary need to tend to the knee may have been what cost him getting the 3 count there.
Both men are down. This is the opening contest of tonight's EPW Dynasty match.
And a good move here by MLP to find the body part, keep Tyson from getting that vertical base back up, because all that size and power is heavily diminished when you're flat on your back.
No, most definitely. MLP might have to do a little bit more if he wants to keep Tyson James down, though. I mean, look at this, almost ineffective. Off the ropes, Tyson James. Ooh.
Well, MLP tried for the spine buster there, but again, the leg wouldn't allow him to completely pick up Tyson. Both men now, he got some of the elevation, but not as much as I think he wanted to. And
yeah, it's really hard to tell who came out the better end of that one.
Right. Both men back up to the vertical basis here. Tyson just a knee to the midsection. And again. No! Man, what a clothesline.
That's the end of it.
Tyson proclaiming that that's the end, or at least that the end is near.
Cookies!
Oh, man!
That's it, going for the cover. And that's it. Tyson James proving exactly why that amazing moniker is attached to himself. That's a man that doesn't need his hand raised to show that he is a winner.
Yeah. Well, he's a winner in the ring, but not so sure about some of his other choices.
Did you not just see that nuclear warfare BS?
Did you knock on my door?
No, I just opened it and barged in.
Man, I was busy.
Well, Tyson...
I'm doing work right here.
I understand that, but see, Tyson screwed me out of the #1 contenders match for Thirst for Gold. February 26th, Broken Dreams. I want to break his damn dreams. Make the match. I
You
demand
want the
it.
match?
I want that damn match. Make it.
Well, you can have that match after I finish my artwork.
Thank you. That's all I ask.
Burnham, I would love to get your take on this man right here.
Well,
None other than the sexiest man in Oklahoma. That's Sweetcakes right there.
Well, Walker, I had the opportunity to see Sweetcakes about 11 years ago in Muskogee, Oklahoma. One time only, but he certainly left a heavy impression upon me. And I know that he is a well-traveled veteran competitor and obviously a very unique individual in his presentation and his demeanor. And I look forward to seeing this match. Obviously, this is a rematch from the very first episode of EPW Dynasty.
Oh, of course.
So we see Sweetcakes awaiting the arrival of his opponent.
And look who has arrived. None other than the dominant Tyler Watts. Tyler Watts has had a hell of a past couple weeks here on EPW Dynasty. And he's looking to prove that his first victory over Sweetcakes wasn't a fluke.
Well, he likes to call himself the Widowmaker, as you see by the moniker on the back of his t-shirt there. But Tyler Watts has always struck me as a bit of an anomaly. He's obviously a very vicious individual. He's obviously a very skilled competitor. When he comes through that curtain, the look on his face almost seems like he doesn't necessarily want to be around a lot of these people. Like he doesn't like interacting with individuals, and I don't know what to make of his mental state, because I've not seen Tyler Watts prior to seeing that first episode of EPW Dynasty.
I mean, and on that first episode, he referred to the people here in Oklahoma as, quote, fat, sweaty, out of shape. I mean, I think that he just looks down on people that are from this region and people like Sweetcakes.
Well, Watts going to immediately to take control here of Sweetcakes as he turns that leg around, something of a modified spinning toe hold.
Yeah.
As Cakes calling for help from the referee.
Calling for a tag.
I don't think you want to tag Crazy Charlie, Sweetcakes. It's not going to help you out there.
I'm sure Crazy Charlie's a capable competitor in his own right, Burnham.
Are you watching the same match I am?
Oh no, just raking the eyes. Fingers through the mask of Sweetcakes there.
Watts now just stepping on the throat. But breaks at 3. He's got till 5 before the referee calls for disqualification. And Sweetcakes now trying to fire back. A punch to the midsection and then a drop kick, and Watts able to keep himself from plummeting out of the ring.
Yeah, both men are down here. Sweetcakes is reaching for another tag here, I think.
Was he booked for a tag team match?
I don't know. I could have swore that every member of the locker room gets a copy of the EPW handbook, and I guess Sweetcakes must have left his at home or something.
Well. Ooh, big knee right to the base of the the neck there.
Look at
and
this.
Just a 1 foot. And he got that.
That's
wow.
it. The cockiness of Tyler Watts. And he comes out victorious over Sweetcakes. I guess it wasn't a fluke victory, Burnham.
Well, what a vicious finishing maneuver there. And a very effective ending to this match on behalf of Tyler Watts. He is certainly someone who I think will be showing gold around his waist very soon, whether it's the international championship, whether it's the television championship, or maybe he has eyes on the heavyweight championship. I have no idea, but he is certainly a force to be reckoned with here in EPW.
Of course. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take you back right now where Tyson James has a message for the EPW fan base. Let's take it there.
Oh, joy.
Everybody say I should put out a public service announcement on behalf of Entitled. What everybody saw in nuclear warfare last night is just a family disagreement. Every family fights, every family argues.
Hey, buddy, I don't remember signing any kind of paper giving you any permission to do an interview. It's I admire the initiative, but it's all right, man. I got this.
I'm trying to.
Hey, Tyson, shut up. I got this. Listen. Not to be rude to Tyson, but he just doesn't know everything that's going on. I got screwed. It's not my fault. It's not Corbin Sage's fault. We all saw whose fault it was. And yeah, I lost my cool. I hit Pop right in the face. If you go back and you look, I wasn't in my right state of mind. I immediately went to check on him and he shoved me. I went to see, I'm like, maybe he's just not in his right state of mind. I went to check on him again, he shoved me. Tyson did the right thing by getting in the middle. Because I don't have anybody I can lean on right now. So all my head is a mess. Until I get back what was stolen from me, all the carnage continues. All of it. All at my hands and the rest of the hands of the actually entitled.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have been singing the praises of this man for months, none other than your EPW Internet Television Champion. He may not have the belt with him tonight, but that's okay because he sure is your champion. Winning that title at UWO TV 11 Christmas Day, none other than Adrian Vega.
Adrian Vega is certainly on a tremendous upswing here. He has been a fighting champion, and he certainly wants to make his name known here, but he stepped up, he issued the challenge, and the new EPW champion, who's about to come through that curtain right now, Mr. Excitement, Corbin Sage. There you see him.
There is a reason that they call this man Mr. Excitement. One of the most exciting men to ever step foot in a professional wrestling ring. Sure as hell one of the most exciting men to ever come out of Keflavik, Iceland.
Well, he's also the only wrestler I know to come out of that particular region. I've known Corbin Sage his entire career. He came up around a group that used to be known as Nemesis, under the tutelage of individuals like Rage Logan and Damian Morte and Drake Gallows' brother, the late Chris Crow. And Sage has certainly been a very accomplished individual. He's held tag team championships and really more of a cruiserweight for such a long time, but now, for the first time ever, heavyweight champion in a company, and he wants to make it clear that he's going to represent this company and represent that title to the fullest extent that he can. And let's be honest, it was not easy for him to win the championship. You saw the match. I was at ringside, obviously, for that match. Father Padge dominated most of that match. And it was, in many ways, I guess in part it's my fault that, if you want to call it a fault, that Corbin Sage has that championship. So let's just see what Sage can do with it right now.
Well, Burnham, that might be the first time I've ever heard any sort of humility come out of your mouth, but nevertheless, we have ourselves an EPW Heavyweight Championship contest. Corbin Sage in his first ever title defense, and you got to imagine, after the controversy surrounding the EPW Heavyweight title match at EPW Nuclear Warfare 2, Corbin Sage has to have some sort of nerves coming into this one. He has something to prove. He was seen as the underdog in this contest, and now, well, he's facing off against another man who's been an underdog his entire career here, Adrian Vega.
Can you imagine if Vega were to be victorious in this match? At his young age, with less than a year's worth of experience underneath his belt, to be walking around as a dual champion.
That would be absolutely huge.
We've seen dual champions in this company before. Drake Gallows was one, Revan was one. Those guys are experienced long-term competitors. For a man who is, and this is not an insult, for a man who is a rookie, if he were able to accomplish that, that would be such an amazing capstone to his brief career.
I completely agree. You heard Corbin Sage say it. He's good. I mean, Adrian Vega is quite the talented competitor.
I think right now that clearly the advantage, as you see the nice hip toss there on the part of Corbin Sage, the advantage is certainly going to lean in the experience area for Sage. He has seen a lot, he has been through a lot, and he knows how to predict and to adapt to a lot of different types of styles. Vega, obviously well-trained by Stryker, but the experience is not necessarily with him. He's still very much in that learning phase and doing very well for himself in that way, as you see a rear waist lock.
Yeah, Sage is just trying to grab any rope that he can find.
Good use of power here by Adrian Vega, but Sage able to escape that.
And Corbin Sage has that rear chin lock locked in there, it looks like. Now transitioning into a lateral press. Only a 1 count there. It's going to take more. I mean, this is champion versus champion here. Of course, only the heavyweight title is on the line, but Adrian Vega has a lot to prove here tonight. Corbin Sage as well in his first title defense. I mean,
Sage with a unique turn of a rear chin lock here. He's doing it from a standing position. And Vega with a couple of well-placed elbows, allowing him to break that. And now in need of that midsection. Good enziguri there.
Beautiful step up enziguri from the ITV champ.
As Vega goes to the pin, but I think he's too close to the ropes.
Yeah, that was poor ring positioning there for Adrian Vega.
And again, that's where the experience factor comes in. He was working kind of on instinct there. He saw the opportunity to make the pinfall, but didn't take into account exactly where his opponent was. As Sage makes his way to the outside now to try and recuperate a bit. Vega not really wanting to let him wait.
Friendly game of cat and mouse here, but Adrian Vega seems to have taken control in this one.
Well, it seems like Vega believes that the midsection seems to be the weak section on Sage as he's focused a lot there. Nice sunset flip out of the corner, and only good enough for 2.
I thought that was going to be it there, Barney.
I thought we might have had that dual championship that Vega would love to be able to walk out of here and to brag about. But no, the fighting spirit of Corbin Sage keeps coming through.
1, 2.
And immediately, Vega cinches in the hold. Keeps Sage isolated.
He's got that locked in tight there. Corbin Sage has nowhere to go. And Sage now back to a vertical base here.
Ooh, Sage breaks that hold and takes over here. Oh, big elbow strike.
Oh, and this is what I love to see. When Sage builds up momentum, there is nothing like it.
When Sage flips that switch, as he did right there, when those high-speed moves come at you. Oh, nice single leg right to the side of the face.
That could be it.
Could this be the end here? And even with both hands trying to control that leg, there's still fight, there's still power, and there's still life inside Adrian Vega.
This has been a wonderful matchup so far.
This is truly what we mean when we say main event. This is what we mean, main event.
That was it. The heaven sent.
High-level competition, hooks both legs, and gets the 3 count.
In his first ever title defense, your EPW heavyweight champion, Corbin Sage.
And a show of appreciation there as he applauds for his opponent. This was a good learning experience for Adrian Vega. He may not have come out victorious here, but I think he's shown everybody that he has a heart and a desire and a will to step up and to challenge for things. There'll come a point, I'm sure, where Adrian Vega very well may have the EPW title around his waist, but right now, well, Corbin Sage has shown me a lot and shown that he very well may be deserving of that as he extends the hand of sportsmanship.
Yes,
and
there
we
it
get
is.
that indeed from these two.
What a contest between these two champions. What is Father Padge?
Oh, why is Father Padge? Why?
Burnham, you might want to make a run for it.
I'm just gonna stand right here. I don't know. Padge has come into the ring, and I don't know what's.
I don't know what in the world would make any of you think that I would be here after what happened on Saturday. I got a lot on my mind, and I'm not in the right state. I feel like I lost something, not just the championship, but I feel like I lost part of me. I lost some blood. I don't have it anymore. So now I need more. I need blood sacrifices. And those blood sacrifices, and none of it's my fault now. What has to happen? It's not my fault. And I think you know whose fault this is. Pops. Nobody back there wants to fight me. I've been back there looking everywhere for someone to fight. All I've heard is no, not right now. Not after what happened to you. I gotta go get somebody, then fine.
Well, what is Father Padge doing at the? Oh my! What is? That's
Padge got Ronnie Morton.
That's Ronnie Morton.
And threw him in the ring and.
Is it?
I guess we got a match.
This is a sanctioned contest. EPW
Referee
management
called for the bell, and I guess we've got. Oh! Wow! Straight up to the side of the head.
Oh my gosh!
And a strong knee strike there. As
Get up! Get up, son of a bitch! This isn't even your fault. It's not your fault.
And there's the Black Mass. Black Mass drops Ronnie Morton.
Well, he said he wanted blood, and that's what he got.
Well, yeah, I guess he thinks he's sending a message. He thinks he's sending one to me.
I don't understand what this guy thinks he still has to prove. I mean, he was EPW heavyweight champion for 154 days. He lost the title. Leave it to rest.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you that that's proper thought. Why are you over here?
What are you doing?
You know why I'm here. Shut your mouth. You know why I'm here. You know absolutely why I'm here. This isn't your fault, Walker. I'm sorry. This is his fault.
Oh! Oh my God! Padge, what the hell are you doing?
This is your fault, Pops. You did this to him. Padge, what are you doing? Get this! Get back!
Padge, he's not a competitor.
Sorry, Walker. This isn't on you.
He's not a wrestler. Oh my God!
This happens until I get answers. It happens until I get what is owed to me. And it's not my fault. It's yours and you know it. Come on, Tyson. Tyson, come on.